Hey, Ashley here, and we're going to take a quick moment to take a look at GitHub and how to sign up, as well as get a feel for what GitHub looks like when you actually log in. So to start out with, what we're going to do is sign up for a GitHub account. Now, since I already have a GitHub account, I'm not going to be able to show you the full sign up process. But basically, when you go to github.com, you're immediately going to see this sign up form here. And what I would recommend is picking a nice username if you don't have one already. I would use something like your full name just to be professional. So I'm going to use Ashley Kloje. Since that's already taken, it's going to have a warning. So you might run into that problem. Plenty of people use their internet handles for this, but I like my full name just because it helps differentiate me from others. We'll also want to do an email and a suitable password here. And from there, you're going to sign up for GitHub. Now, since I've already done that, like I said, I can't show you the full sign up process, but what I can do is show you what it looks like once you're done. So I'm going to sign in here, and this is what my GitHub looks like. It's going to be a little bit more complicated than yours because I use GitHub on a daily basis. Basically, what you're seeing here is an overview of what GitHub looks like. Anytime you need to access account settings, just go to the upper right here, and then you can go to your profile, and I would recommend updating this with your picture as well as your company. I'm actually going to add Boston University right now. That didn't used to be there. Your email. And then if you have a website, you can put that here. I'm also going to put Ashley Kloje for my Twitter username because why not? So from here, you can see there's an overview of a word called repositories. Repositories are basically little containers for your code. It's kind of like a folder on your Mac or your Windows machine that holds all your code together. GitHub is what's called a version control program. And what that means is that over time, anytime you make what's called a commit, kind of like a little save point, you can go through and see what your code currently looks like. And then if something's wrong with it, you can always back it up to any of those save points from before. Now, you don't need to know the down and dirty details of that just yet for this class, but it's helpful to know what GitHub is for and why we're using it, because later on in this class, we'll be collaborating together on code. And GitHub is a crucial part of that. To start in this class, all we're going to do is use GitHub as a way to manage our code and for me to give you some automated feedback on your practice assignments so that when I go in and give my feedback, I can give you more stylistic feedback. Like, have you thought about doing it this way? Or have you tried this? Instead of doing things like, hey, you're missing like one of the assignment requirements. So that's what we'll be using GitHub for in this class. And I hope that gives you a good sense of what GitHub is for, how we'll use it, and then what we might be using it for in the future. For now, don't be too confused by it. Just know that it will hold our assignment code and that we'll be using Code Editor to connect to it. So that is up next. So with that, I'll see you in just a moment.